Hello YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of the FRS rebuild. Today I got tires finally. That's just two of them. I got tires. They were expensive, but I'm going to see if I can take the wheels and get them mounted on the tires so we can put them on the car and get the car rolling again, see if I can drive it. Oh, and then maybe like after I do that, go get an alignment. The only reason I think I can do all that in this one day is because, well, it's Tuesday. I'm not at work because a machine blew up and we couldn't run any more lumber. So I got off like extremely early on a Tuesday. It's really weird to be at home right now in daylight. So I'm gonna take the tires, load them up in the truck. Believe it or not, a shop just opened up like literally 2 miles down the road from my house that way. So I'm gonna go talk to those guys, see if they can hook it up and get these tires mounted and balanced. Hopefully they won't scratch the wheels. I'm really praying that they don't scratch my wheels, because that would be heartbreaking. I really don't want my wheels scratched. So I'm gonna go see if they can do it, since they're right down the street from me, and and they can also do alignment. So maybe if they can get it hooked up, get the tires mounted, I can put the tires and wheels on the car and then drive the car back down the road and get it aligned too. So that's the plan anyway. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, let me show you the tires I got. So if any of you guys are like tire fanatics or whatever, you might know by the tread pattern, but these are MEATY NT5s. I got 295/35 for the rear and 275/35 for the front. I initially wanted like quote unquote beefier specs than that, but the only tire I wanted to get like a 275/40/18 for the front and a 305/35/18 for the rear. But the only tires that come in those sizes are like R compound tires, which is like R888 and a MEATY NT01. That's like pretty much a full race spec tire. It's an R compound, and they're super expensive. The only way I would have been able to get those is if I was willing to pay like $1,200, somewhere around in that area. But I got these. I actually got a deal for. They were running a sale on the website I found them on. Got them 10% off, I think it was. Yeah, I think I got them 10% off. So it ended up costing me $870 something bucks or something like that. And they're 200 tread wear tires instead of 100 tread wear. So they'll last a little. They're still very grippy, but they're not, and they'll last longer than R888s or NT01s. But yeah, still have some pretty good grip on them in case I ever decide to test that out, which I'm sure I will. We'll see. Only time will tell. So yeah, I gotta, not let this day keep dragging on. Get these mounted in the truck, get the wheels mounted, and go see if I can get these things mounted up so I can finally put them on the car. Alright, y'all see what time it is right now? 2:50 or 2:51. Leaving it out of my driveway. Let me show you how close this place is. I'll show you what time it is when I pull up. Okay, the time is now 2:54, and that's the place right there. 3 minutes. 3-minute drive. It's right here. That's crazy. So this is the place. Gray Commercial Tire and Auto. Pretty new as far as I know. This is a pretty new place, so I took the tires and wheels in there. They said they'll handle it for me, so we'll see how that goes. But I'm just gonna chill for a minute and I guess see what happens. Maybe I might hang out in here while they do it, just to keep an eye on stuff. I don't know. I don't really know what I want to do right now. All right, we got hooked up. Funny story, the guy that works at that shop that's right down the street from my house, he actually went to the same high school I did, so he's around my age. He kind of understands, like, the 3-piece wheels, and he kind of understands car culture, and I could tell he took special care not to scratch them because he knew they were expensive. So yeah, he wasn't just some old guy who doesn't know anything about this stuff, and it was like just slapped it on the machine and threw the tires on and gave them back to me. He took care of them, so big ups to him. And they said they might be at some point looking for another guy there to work there. So I just told him, well, you got my number. So who knows, maybe a job might come out of it at some point. So yeah, I'm gonna throw these on the car. I guess try to get it on the ground and see how they look, because I've been waiting on this for a while, man. It's exciting. So I got the wheels and tires mounted on the car. I'm not gonna show you guys yet, but in typical fashion, I've let the car sit for too long and I got to jump it off again. So I will let the battery charge up for just a second and try to crank it up. Oh, I got to let it down. I want to air it up so that I can make sure that the jack doesn't hit the side skirt. And in order for me to air it up more, I got to be able to crank it up. And then after I do that, then I'll pull it out of the garage and get a good look at it. I got it that time. Alright, so this is going to be my first time ever really dropping the car on the new wheel and tire setup. I'm going to put it down on bricks just to be safe, because I don't want the jack to get stuck under or crunch up on the side skirt, because I don't know how much lower these side skirts make the car. So just to be safe, I'm going to drop it down on bricks just to kind of not mess up the side skirt. But it will sit on its wheels and tires for the first time. And I gotta torque down the fronts. Here we go. It is on the ground. The rear looks like it's perfect, man. The rear, focus. That rear is gonna be perfect. They're all set at like 50 PSI right now. So, you know, it's a little high. I'm monster trucking right now for sure. I'm gonna probably have to adjust ride height. Let me air it out and see what it looks like. Hold on a second. That's aired out, and boy, that's like perfect, dude. That is perfect. I love that. The front, look at that, that's flush. Let me show you the rear. Front on side, this side is pretty much flush. Camber might be a little off side to side, I can't really tell. And look at the rear. That is like pretty much darn near what I wanted. All right, let's get this thing out of here and take it back to the shop. Hopefully, I readjusted the tow arm to get some tow in, so it'll be straighter. Hopefully, the drive down there, it's only 2 miles. Hopefully, it won't be too sketchy. Okay, so finally, alignment was a complete total success. This thing drives as straight as an arrow. The self steer is gone. Wherever I pointed it goes, and it's not trying to throw me off the road anymore. So I am highly ecstatic that I went ahead and got this done today, because the car is drivable. Granted, the wing, if you can see that, it's going side to side because I don't have the tension rods, which are right here. Here's one of them. I don't have those attached yet, so it's swaying side to side right now, so I'll have to fix that. But the suspension is pretty much dialed for right now. It's a monster truck, aired up, but that's kind of how I want it, just to keep the kit protected for the time being. The front bumper's basically on with like two bolts, and that's it. so I can't drive it too hard. But I'm not even holding the wheel right now, and it's driving straight as an arrow. So I'm hyped, man. I'm gonna go hard park it in my garage, not my garage, driveway. Go hard park it in my driveway, and kind of do like a little cinematic edit, show you guys what it looks like aired out and everything. Disregard the dirt and the stuff that's not finished on that side. Oh, I need to flip that mirror out. I was driving with this mirror flipped in and couldn't see crap. There we go. Okay, so what I have next, definitely need to get some better lug nuts. Gotta get center caps. The kit needs some work. It needs to be smoothed out and filled in some spots. It's gonna have to be taken back off. What else? I don't need spacers like I thought I would, so I'm glad I didn't go ahead and buy any, because that's A1 right there. I don't need spacers. Don't even need them for the rear, so that's good. Still need to figure out the tension rods for the wing. Need to figure out that situation. Suspension and wheels and tires, that's all pretty much done, so I don't have to worry about that. Bumper needs to go back on. Over fender on the passenger side, the rear over fender needs to go on, and I need to figure out wheel clearance issues in the front for turning radius purposes. Still, there's just some weird stuff going on up here when I turn the wheel, so I gotta go in here and probably clearance out some stuff for turn radius purposes. But other than that, it's pretty much what I have left right now. And I need to get front aero, because I can't just run this wing and not have any aero for the front. So that's pretty much gonna do it for this video. Yeah, this car is coming along, man. I'm excited to see it like really come together. So, oops, sun's behind me. Be sure to like and subscribe for more episodes of this rebuild series. And I guess I'll see you guys on the next time. I will see you guys on the next episode. So, peace out.